Good morning, everybody. We have an internet time machine alert to talk about, and it's on the micro niche level, but it's in the health and fitness industry involving dieting, which is a big money maker. So I want to get it out to you guys and show you anyway. What you're looking at now is the internet time machine platinum and gold interface for users that have access to it. It is a text analytics program, as we're going to talk about in another video, that shows you areas of high demand and low supply. So how did we find this new diet? There is a filter option down here in our ITM trends core analysis that take us from really big niches at 100,000 at least mentions all the way down to 5,000, and that's where micro niches lie. And what I did is I basically went over to the next, there's a total of 297 pages with 100 results per page, and I went over and I went about 200 pages in. I'm not going to bore you here. We have the bigger reports that we can look at. And I looked for the word diet. What were the up and coming diet words? And I found one that I thought was pretty interesting, and Google confirms it, and PPC looks great. So without boring you, I'm going to show you right here. It's called the Dukan diet. And what it is, it's an offshoot of the Atkins diet. And the internet time machine, as you can see, is already registering four phrases that have growing demand and low supply. Now they're just starting to get started. These are micro niche phrases, and the search engine is starting to climb on them. But what it is Dr. Dukan diet book, diet recipes, Dr. Dukan dieta, and the Spanish version of looking for Dr. Dukan. So this is interesting to me to have four micro niche phrases with this revolving around the same subject. So I went over to Google Trends and took a look at Dukan, and I noticed that it is really starting to take off. This is why the internet time machine is picking it up already, is that it's a mover and shaker straight up. And you'll notice it's coming out of France, and the languages are French because it's actually originating in the country of France, and it hasn't even really made it to the US yet. So it's a very interesting, high spiking, high trending area that the internet time machine also tells me is not having a lot of supply. So what if we go to Google and actually type it in and look? You'll see it only comes up with 300,000 results, which is a very small niche. The UK site, Dukan Diet, the actual site comes up. Then it's kind of like a blog review post, and you'll see a news article comes up in the top 5. So you could place very well with a video here or a good URL involving the Dukan Diet. Notice no PPC. How can that be that an up-and-coming taking off diet has no PPC? Let's take a look at AdWords. As you can see, I put in Dukan Diet. I'll do a search, and this is the amazing part of the internet time machine and why it's worth millions of dollars. Check this out. Dukan Diet keyword. 50,000 global searches. 5-cent PPC. 50,000 global searches, and basically this tells me no one is advertising for it. And growing according to our software. So Dukan Diet, huge volume, no supply. That's amazing, because not only organically could you rank, but as well as PPC. Now, if I bring up the 3 tools that are complementary to our gold and platinum members, this is Sanjen, our ebook writer and opt-in page creator. I'm just going to type in Dukan Diet, and it's going to go find anything on the internet that involves those terms. I can bring up Tube Samurai, type in Dukan Diet, and I'm going to look through YouTube searching for any videos having to do with that. And then at Sanjen, Sepcon, is our free email list builder, and I want to type in to see if there's anyone I can contact and team up with or JV or promote to the Dukan Diet information I'm creating. So I'm going to let those 3 run, and let's go back to our Sanjen and see what we found. Well, it's found 2 articles. So let's say we want to create a free report for Dukan Diet and people interested in the Dukan Diet. I'm just going to create free report. I'm going to call it Dukan. I'm going to go to desktop and save it. And then I'm going to create a Dukan opt-in page as well. I'm going to call it, let's call it Dukan opt-in. And I'm going to say what you need to know about the Dukan Diet! Exclamation points. And that's created. So right away I've saved all the time in hiring a writer and hiring a graphics person to create a report and an opt-in page. If I go to my desktop, what just got created, oops, wrong one, I will look at the Dukan Diet opt-in page. what you need to know about the Dukan diet. This is a 100% free report. Here's the 2 articles, and you can just tie this in with your autoresponder, iContact Aweber. And then where's my free report? Right here. Dukan diet, it's with author cited, it's the 2 articles. You can either make this a PDF, add graphics to it, send it out as a Word document. There's your free report. And then if I go over to our Tube Samurai, it looks like I've found 9 videos, and I can actually select all the authors, and I can either subscribe to their channels, send a friend invite, or send a direct message if I want to type something up. Hey, I'm going to do a video, I'm going to promote a product for the Dukan diet. And then over at SEPCON, which is our email list builder, I can see that we have found about 159 sites, the contact pages. Oh, no, we're up to 68, sorry, with the sites linking in the page rank. So this is 169 pages we could contact someone for possible JV opportunities. And you can see I've found 4 emails so far and a total of 172 contacts for people involved in the Dukan diet that I could team up with. So very powerful micro niche. It looks good. The PPC looks excellent. The organic look wide open. Keep an eye on it and have a great week.